If all the 10-star heroes look strong to you, and you're having trouble picking your endgame squad or which heroes to invest in, look no further, because I'm going to go over the best 10-star heroes using my newly improved 10-star hero tier list and rankings, which has all the information you will ever need to pick a 10-star. Let's dive right into the best 10-star heroes by role. Leading off, we have warriors, and for this video I combined the warrior tanks and off tanks to give you the 3 best warriors in my opinion. So let's see why I chose them. Sigmund rightfully sits at the top of the list due to his great offensive and defensive capabilities. He has high armor and HP base stats along with high attack for a warrior. He also has the appropriate passive stat buffs such as HP, attack, and armor. He has the make 'em pay damage, including burns, counterattack, and enemy armor reduction. Not only that, but all his skills complement each other. His high armor leads to counterattacks, which leads to burn damage, which also leads to increased burn damage or increased damage against burn enemies, which also leads to their reduced armor. So all in all, Sigmund is number 1 on the list. Corpse Demon, coming in at a close second, is a more defensive sustain and crowd control tank. He has high HP and okay armor base stats, also has appropriate passive stat buffs of HP, attack, armor, and freeze immune. He has great sustain and heals with his 20% active HP heal and large sustain when below 50% health. Lastly, he has strong active and passive crowd control with his freezes, making him pay by freezing the target or healing himself. This is why Corpse Demon comes in at number 2. Baria is sitting pretty at number 3 on the list and reminds me of a Rage Warrior from World of Warcraft. That aside, he has the best overall base stats for any tank. He again has appropriate passive stat buffs such as HP, attack, and armor. He's a frontline killer with both offensive and defensive skill boosts such as attack and armor break increase, as well as an armor steal. And lastly, he has his round 6 damage spike due to his high crit and crit damage, putting him at number 3. Next, we will be going over the best 10-star assassins. Here we have top 4 going from Faithblade, Karim, Bloodblade to Walter. Let's see why. Faithblade is by far the top assassin right now. He has decent attack and insane speed base stats. He has impressive passive buffs such as holy damage, more speed, crit, and stun immune. I basically say he's full kill mode. He has a buffed basic attack, huge active damage that either deals bonus damage or stuns depending on the HP of your target, and his enemy die giving him instant energy and holy damage. Karim falls in at number 2. He has the best assassin attack and high HP base stats. He has good passives such as attack, HP, and crit, and he has what I like to call endless power with attack steal against backline enemies, which could easily turn the tide of battle, plus crit damage and plus attack on enemy death. So the longer the battle goes on and the more it goes in your favor, the stronger he gets. He's also a finisher, meaning his basic attacks will target the weakest enemy, granting the highest probability of getting a kill. Rolling up at number 3 is Bloodblade, a high damage sustain assassin. He has a complementary skill kit where his sustain keeps him alive longer, meaning hopefully you'll kill more enemies, which gives him more kills and keeps him alive longer, completing the circle over and over. His attack also causes bleed, which causes increased damage against bleed, which hopefully helps you kill them quicker and heal. He also has high armor break and has anti-ranger additional damage. Also, if he's paired correctly, it seems like he has to be nuked or your team must completely fail for him to die. Just because Walter shows up at number 4 on this list, don't confuse that for him being weak. He has high base attack as well as large passive stat buffs in armor break and attack. He also has endless poison dots. His basic attack poisons for 6 rounds. When he gets below 50%, he poisons for 6 rounds. And his active also poisons for 6 rounds. Speaking of his active, it also has great CC and damage reduction, not only making the opponent sit in the poison as it stacks, also preventing damage, keeping Walter alive longer so he can build even more stacks of poison. Now let's take a look at some of the best 10-star Rangers. It's a very tough battle, so you know that these top 4 are the cream of the crop. We have Kamoth, Iceblink, Michelle, and Mickey, so let's go. Kamoth is the alpha male of an already strong pack of Rangers, and rightfully so. He has the best overall Ranger base stats, as well as good passive stat buffs including attack, HP, armor, and petrify immune. He has what I like to call focus fire backline, where all of his main skills and passive skills deal offensive damage, crowd control, and weaken effects, wearing down the back line. Not only that, but he has a massive below 50% health, 50% damage reduction, which keeps Kamoth alive longer to be healed or deal more damage before he dies. All in all, making one Ranger to be feared. Sitting at number 2, we have Iceblink. Even though the handle itself is larger than the sword, that has an effect Ice Blade, with its high percent damage to all enemies, coupled with a 30% freeze chance and energy gain, alone make Iceblink a strong hero. Not to mention his huge attack buffs with his pure attack boost and armor break. He also has attack reduction to the enemy when damaged, and has an unmatched capacity for crowd control, coupled with substantial damage. This makes Iceblink the second best Ranger. Michelle, coming in at number 3, is one of the most, if not the most, versatile hero in Idle Heroes. Having the highest base HP and speed stat of any Ranger, she also has an extremely well-balanced skill kit consisting of high damage, crowd control, and heals. Not only that, she has great offensive passive buffs such as holy damage, attack, and speed, coupled with great defensive potential such as her control immune and res passives. Put it all together and you have an extremely difficult hero that you have to face twice. Last but not least, we have Mickey, who's a flippin' ninja. And also, she is the highest speed, not Michelle. That's my bad. But you have to admit, she looks awesome and is a ninja. But on a more serious note, she's what I like to call a long battle brawler. Each attack makes her stronger and harder to kill, with her attack percent boost and dodge boost each time she attacks. She also has ninja passives of dodge, speed, and HP, which make her harder to kill and faster. Last but not least, Rainbow Laser ties it all together with a high attack percent, double dots, and an attack boost, making Mickey a ninja to be feared. Next, we have the best 10-star mages, or should I say mage. Dark Erythanol is well above the rest. If you have a 10-star Dark Erythanol, you are doing something right, because she is simply in a league of her own. She has high speed compared to any hero. She has solid passives consisting of HP, skill damage, and speed. And she is a CC goddess. She is an all-targeting 30% petrify and a single target 55% petrify on attack, making her one of the strongest, if not the strongest, CC champion in the game, with the potential for an energy steal to shorten the time between the CC. Not only that, she can still go shot for shot with other mages based on her skill-based damage. Overall, Dark Erythanol is a CC and damage hero all in one, making her one of the most feared mages. Last but certainly not least, we have the best 10-star priests. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I broke some of the good priests into two groups, healers and support. For the most part, the main difference is how they heal and how they support. So, getting right into it, Gurk is an extremely solid single target healer as well as a self-sustain. Oramus, on the other hand, has high burst heal for the whole team, whereas Vesa is more of a long, sustain heal with a slight side to deal a little bit more damage. However, moving to the support side, Rosa and Emily are pretty similar. However, Rosa's support boosts ally attack and armor, where Emily's support is more attack, speed, and armor. So overall, all those priests are a pretty good choice. It just depends on what your team needs. Here we have my 10-star hero tier list and rankings by role. This should be your one-stop shop for anything idle heroes to help you make hero decisions on who you want on your endgame squad or who to put resources in. I have everything from the hero name, faction, role, all the base stats, skill and tier ranks, which are my personal ones, as well as all-inclusive but abbreviated active and passive skills. So if there's any you can't understand, please let me know and I'll try to clarify them a little more. Some other features, like my other tier list, is the filter function. So you can go through and you could filter if you want a dark, who you want. You just want mage. Boom. Okay, I just want mage. Let's say these are the factions I want. Okay, cool. You also could then sort largest to smallest attack, or smallest to largest. So you can go through and filter to show only the heroes you want to compare. So moving on, here is the complete 10-star hero rankings by role. I went over some of the high notes in the video to tell you why. So I picked certain heroes for the top, but here's the whole list. If there's any questions or you want me to talk about a hero more, just shoot me a comment in below and I'll make sure to answer that. But that's all for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, got a lot from it. I hope you guys enjoy the 10-star tier list. Also, I'm working on a completely updated tier list from 4 to 10 stars, all the bells and whistles for you guys, so look for that coming soon, and make sure to subscribe for more great guides and content. But remember, EmParallax here, and it's all about how you look at things.